Testing! Okay. Wait. Okay. Hello, vampires and charlatans! Hola! Salut! Bonjour! Guten Morgen! Salamat pagi! Ni hao! Annyeonghaseyo! Ohayo gozaimasu! Wii Suzu! Also Shash! Hello, everybody! Hello! How are you all doing today? Hello! Hope you're all doing well! Okay, so today, we're a little bit behind in prepping for this. I have to open up the stuff. And the stuff that my mother sent. However, today... Well, earlier this week, I set up a form where you all could submit your favorite anime. Okay? Your favorite anime for my mother to review, to give her opinion on based on just the title and the description alone. That was the goal, that was the objective. And we got 102 submissions. I did not turn in all 102 submissions to my mother, because a lot of them were repeats. And even with the repeats, my mother was like, this is a repeat. from different people, but they've already talked about this anime. So sorry if your review was not reviewed. Sorry. I have to get this out here. Okay. Google Forms. No. Okay. Alright. Individual responses. There we go. Okay. So, my mother spent yesterday and today going over the responses I forwarded her. And I forwarded her about... So there was 102 entries and I sent her about... I want to say 90 of them. I think I only ended up excluding maybe about 10 to 15. Okay? About 10 to 15. But yeah. Jeez, if I wasn't feeling rushed and stressed because of the stream problems I was having, maybe I could have shown some of their forum responses. Let me see here. Let me see if I can still do that. Let me see if I can do this really quickly. Okay. Go up here. YouTube Studio. Just capture this time. There we go. It's working now. I don't know what's wrong. What happened earlier? And what happened earlier? I fear that the top of my head might be cut off here. Okay, wait a minute. Ian, thank you! Thank you for the Streamlabs donation, Ian! Just a small thank you for all the hard work that Mama Zoo and you put into this. Can't wait to see how it turns out. Okay. Alrighty here. No, get bigger. Alrighty. Give me a minute. Okay, can I capture the form now? Without the stream breaking? I don't know why. There was all these problems when I started. So, by the way, my mother was like, oh, this is actually very fun. Wait, not that one. Yes. This is actually very fun. Except for the ones where people submitted like a literal essay. Where people submitted like 3 pages and expect a review. Okay, you guys have to be respectful of other people's time, okay? You guys need to be respectful of other people's time. Okay, let me see this here. Projector, output. Projector, not that. not that. No. First? No. Ah! It's gonna look a little wonky. But I would like to show it off the form. Wait. Okay, there was one person, not to shame this person, but there was one person who submitted like a literal 3-page essay. And my mother was like, I'm not gonna read all this. And I was like, okay, if you don't want to read it, don't read it. I was gonna exclude that, but I was like, okay, no, let her make the decision whether or not she wants to go through that. She ended up actually responding to that one, so you will see it. Okay. Transition. Okay. Now let me fix the screen. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I'll be back. I have to fix some things. I have to fix the screen. I have to put music on the screen too, jeez! Okay. I'm tiny here. Ah. Coming back. Coming back. Don't call me. I'm here. Okay. Now I have to fix the screen. Make this full screen so you can see what the stream actually looks like. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh. Okay. Sorry. I'm very particular about how it looks. I'm very particular, okay? Has to look perfect. Nah. Wait, no. Okay. Shoot, I have to make it bigger for you guys, don't I? Zoom in. There we go. Alright, it's coming together. Almost there. Nuts. Okay. No, you've not really gotten started yet. We're kind of behind because we had stream issues. Nice. Okay. Everybody can read that. Okay, yeah, I was just curious. How many people submitted? Okay, you submitted a lot. I did not include everything. The first two only. See, these are how many people like responded to these, okay? That I didn't delete. Delete and ignore. Because like a lot of people are like, ugh. Code Geass, Death Note. I don't have words with the person who submitted this. Wait, no, I'm not getting stream status poor shoot. I need to open up the thing. I had to restart my computer. Sorry. So I need to open up like the YouTube and like the thing that runs in the back. Okay. No, I'm not getting stream stats for that. Was not the stream issues. That was not the stream issues I had. The issue that I had was that OBS was not capturing my model. My VTuber model. So I either had to become a PNG tuber, okay? A PNG tuber or no model at all. Okay? That was the problem. Some kind of issue with OBS. So, but it wasn't like the internet or the stream or any, like the actual stream. Nothing wrong with the actual stream. It was an issue with OBS. So this happened before I started. See, most people are like the only submission here. Okay, these are all ones. This gives you an idea of what people put. Girls on Panzer was also a popular submission. Okay, I think I left everybody's in it. I turned in 3 of them, so. But yeah, Girls on Panzer was actually popular. I've never seen it before. Okay, but let me see. What do we have here? No, not that. Okay. So, once again, let me start over. My mother went through all the submissions that I sent, so it was like 90-something submissions. Okay? Like 80 to 90 submissions. And she went and gave comments on... I want to say 99%. I think she left out like maybe like 1 or 2 from what I sent to her. Okay? Now the very first submission that we have here... Number 1... Sorry, not that, not that. The very first submission that we have here is... What is your name? Todd Howard from Skyrim. Okay, I don't get that reference, and my mother definitely will not get that reference either. Okay? What is the name of the anime? JoJo. Give us a summary of this anime. It's really good. And I told my mother, well, that is what they submitted. That's what they submitted. Do you want to respond to this? My mother's response to this is... This sounds like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It has been out for a long time, and it's very popular. I haven't seen it in a long time, but yes, it's good. I had no idea that my mother watched JoJo. At least, it sounds like she used to watch JoJo. I had no idea. Like, I don't even watch JoJo. But my mother... Based on this, it sounds like she's watched... like, old JoJo episodes or something. What? I don't know. That's her comment. I don't know what that means. But it sounds like she's watched JoJo in the past. No, I did see her watch like Toonami, right? And JoJo was on Toonami, right? So yeah, that's probably where she saw it. Okay, the next one. Yuyan submitted Judo Camp. Okay, I think this also was a title that had multiple submissions. Okay. Based on this, my mother has said, this one sounds to me like an all-girl group meeting with other campers and getting into fun things as well as mischief. For the most part, anytime anyone can sneak away at night to meet up with friends usually means something fun. ... Well, sometimes. She was very nice. Okay, I read like the first... like... 25, 30, 40-ish of her responses. They didn't stop about halfway, so I don't know like the latter half of the responses look like. But the only one that I saw her be like explicitly rude to was the Oreimo submission. That was the only one so far that I saw her be like really negative about. Was the Oreimo submission, which we will get to. Desu, thank you for the donation. Ask your mom if she's a Stan user. I'll ask her. Patrick Eggersegi. I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you for 2 months membership. Am I a JoJo reference? I don't know. I don't watch JoJo, okay? I don't know. All I know is, Karodeo-da! That's all I know. And hoo-hoo, you're approaching me? That's all I really know. And the one scene where the guy is like licking the cherry, like like that. That's all I know. That's all I really know, really. Okay. Let me see. Did my mother do this one? Yes. Next is Love Hina, submitted by Regi Makise. Okay. With love in the title, this must be a romantic comedy. These are usually very funny and good, especially if the guy is willing to take abuse for love. Not saying that he ought to. Okay, Love Hina kinda annoyed me because I think the main girl, Naru, is like... She was like so really overly abusive to, it's a guy named... The main guy... Keiichiro? Keitaro, I think. But yeah, it's like she was so mean to the main guy. She was really mean. In the point where it wasn't really funny to me. Really, yeah, I didn't like it. So I wasn't too big of a fan of Love Hina. There were some nice girls, but yeah, yeah. I wasn't that big of a fan of Love Hina, except when I was in school. I bought the Love Hina manga, and a classmate in French class stole it. His name was Ivan. This boy in my class in school, during like my French class, which I don't remember anything about it, but his name is Ivan. And he stole my Love Hina manga. Yes, Ivan. That was his name. I'm sorry, I know there's a guy, a viewer every now and then named Ivan who pops into the stream. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's not you. I mean, it could be you, but I'm sure it's not you. Nema, thank you for 6 months membership. Well, I don't know. That might be the Ivan who pops into kawaii streams every now and then, but yeah, I remember his name. His name was Ivan. He stole my Love Hina manga in the middle of French class. Okay. I gave it, like, we were in the class, right? And I gave it to him to read. So, oh, can I see the Love Hina manga? And I gave it to him, right? And the class is almost over. He was like, oh, I don't know where it is. I don't know where it's gone. We were here the entire time! What do you mean you don't know where it is? But I was too timid to, like, stand up for myself. So I was like, oh, okay. He stole my Love Hina manga. So yeah, that was the story about the Love Hina manga. Okay. What's next? Let me see. Did my mother review this one? Yes. Kakegurui. Kakegurui. High schoolers gamble and get all super hot and bothered by the risk of losing it all. Okay, that was his description. Riv, thank you for 5 months membership. In before summary of the stream, this anime was a mistake. Okay, that is the description here. My mother's comments. Sounds very interesting to see what people would do to get what they want. I would watch just to see what the fuss is about. This is on Netflix, I believe, right? Kakegurui. So my mother would actually watch Kakegurui. Okay, okay. Chris Glock has submitted Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Okay, my mother has left her comments on this one. I have heard of this one. This type hits at a person's feelings deeply based on the description. Both sad and upsetting. You can't help but root for the heroes in this one. Is what she says. Hey. Okay. Lightson has submitted Gurren Lagann. Actually my third favorite anime, Gurren Lagann. Okay. Yes, my mother was very nice with like the first 20 or so submissions. It's okay, I've now watched Full Metal Alchemist either. Okay, my mother's comments on Gurren Lagann based on the title and the description alone. Definitely futuristic. Tons of fighting and lots of scores to settle. And since people are being oppressed, the heroes should kick anyone's butt who stands in their way. Sounds good to watch. Okay. She did not use the word butt. No, she did not. She did not use the word butt. But I'm using the word butt. We can't say the other word on stream. Okay, Sasuke has submitted Baki. Bodybuilders that beat the crap out of each other. That is the description. My mother's comments are longer than the description. Okay, my mother's comments for this. Although these muscle heads just beat each other up, it could be fun to see them do it. With their muscles, they're probably as big as a mountain. But even stupid people can have big muscles. Beat the stupid ones up. And the ones who deserve it. Good for laughs. Okay. So in other words, stupid people should be beat up. In other words... What? That is a bad message. Stupid people should be beat up. Okay. Okay. Next we have Poramagi Madaka Magika. Okay. My favorite anime. Or it's like in the top twos. Between Madoka and Toradora is my favorite anime. Which I don't think anybody submitted. Toradora. Anyways. The summary given for this by the person with no name. The devil in a cute animal form offers the pink-haired girl Madoka to make a contract and become a frilly dressed superhero to help her friends that are being attacked by the monsters. But the mysterious new girl on the block, Homura, tells her it's a terrible idea and asks the devil to go away with bullets. In the end, to the surprise of everyone, Madoka spoilers. I won't read that far, but just in case anybody wants to see it. But yeah. My mother's comments. Never a good idea to make a deal with the devil. But if there's a way to outsmart him without losing anyone's soul, or whatever the contract is based on, and help others at the same time, then make him regret it instead. Okay. Okay, next. Duh! Has submitted Pandora Hearts, Alice in Wonderland references and suffering. My mother's comments. Wow, Alice in Wonderland suffering? Alice in Wonderland's references and suffering? That description alone is intriguing. Okay, this next one. this next one. Lido has submitted case study of Vanitas. Smug boy tries to make cute vampire girl fall in love with him. He succeeds horribly. My mother's comment. A love story that sounds as if the boy changed into something and not someone he didn't want to or expect, and may not be able to change back again. Must be interesting to see how he deals with it. Can't help but think of Charlotte, since a vampire girl is involved. Okay. Okay. Ah yes, the first of the Code Geass submissions. Reese has submitted Code Geass. Main character Lelouch tries to overthrow the government and free Japan using his magic eye and an army piloting robots. I like Code Geass. I did not end up watching season 2, but I like the first season. My mother's comments. I like anime with good fighting, futuristic plots, militarized forces, and bad guys getting their due. And this sounds like a good one. That is my mother's review of feelings about Code Geass. Now we have Miguel Lopez. Higurashi no Naku Koroni. A psychological horror anime set in 1983, divided into arcs focusing on a different character with a different plot each time. My mother's comments on this. I've seen shows / movies with this type of plot, with different characters, thought-provoking, suspenseful, even scary, and should be a good one to watch. I like Higurashi. I like Higurashi a whole lot. I'm actually an even bigger fan of Umineko. I really like the visual novel, Umineko no Naku Koroni. I like it even more than Higurashi, actually. Okay. Okay, yeah. We have this one next. Left Blank has submitted Glass No Common. Anime is about a girl interested in theater, working her way to become the best actress of her generation. My mother's comments. Sounds like a show that can inspire this girl or anyone not to give up their dreams no matter what, but at what cost. Interested to see how it turns out. Yeah, the Umineko anime, don't watch that, don't watch that. Don't watch the Umineko anime, but play the games! Very good, it's on Steam, very good. I love the Umineko games. Don't watch the Umineko anime though, don't watch it. Okay. Next we have... Michael has submitted Steins Gate. A mad scientist discovers time travel, suffers the consequences of messing with time, and tries to fix his mistakes. I have not watched Steins Gate, but it looks up my alley. Looks up my alley, just haven't had time to watch it. My mother's comments. I am not a mad scientist, parentheses, thankfully. But like some people, I would love to travel back in time to fix my mistakes, not cause any more of them. But this sounds really good to watch with teachable moments. Sounds like a lot of regret in this one. Okay. Lord JXD has submitted. Isekai wa smaho. Smaho no to tomo ni in another world with my smartphone. My mother... I will not read this, it's too long. But my mother's comments on this is... I understood what you meant in your description. This sounds very intriguing. To be given another chance at life and to choose whatever you want to take to help you along in the new world. That would be a hard decision for me. I would watch this just to see where the second chance takes him. Having new friends along should make it easier. Wait, what do you guys mean? Oh no, not this anime. Oh, this, bruh. What do you mean by that? Is it bad? Is it bad? I've never seen it. I don't know what it's about. It's really bad. It's not the best. This anime is very bad. Bottom of the barrel. It was mediocre. It ain't great. This is like a garbage isekai. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what it's about. I've never seen it. Okay, guys. I have an update on SAO. So, my mother asked me, about, it was last month. My mother asked me, hey, what's SAO about? I said, oh yeah, I've seen like the first episode, like a couple of episodes of it. It's like people get trapped in the game, and if they die in the game, they die in real life. And my mother was like, what is it? Like, why would anybody want to see that? What? And then she started watching it on Netflix, and she's actually like, this is not like what I expected at all. I actually like Sword Art Online! Nana, thank you for the super chat! Amazing anime. One of the best this decade. So yes, my mother likes Sword Art Online now. I don't know how far she's gotten. Yeah, I think she's still on season 1. Okay. Frowning Mirror, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Okay. Next submission, Attack on Titan. Regular humans kill humans and giant meat mechs. Also politics. My mother's comments. I have heard of this one, and that is very good in spite of the gore. Not surprised that some form of politics is involved. Would definitely watch, although it may be unsettling to others. It actually is. Okay, Attack on Titan. I saw episode... Okay, before I actually watched Attack on Titan, I thought it was like a military comedy, okay? Because I saw like the one scene from like episode 5 of this first season, where it's like Sasha eating like a potato or something. And she was just eating the potato, and like the one guy... Yes, I know it was a military comedy, because it was like a funny scene, right? And that's literally all I saw. Like the one Sasha potato scene in the first season. And she was like eating a potato, and like the commander of the army or whatever was like, what do you have there? And he was like, I have a potato, sir! And it was really funny. So I was like, so that's what Attack on Titan is about. I see everybody's like losing their mind over this show. It's a military comedy. And I was like, I could use some comedy anime in my life right now. Let me watch it. And I watched it, and then I got to the end of the first episode, and I was distraught. Okay? I was distraught. I was so upset. Okay, I was so upset. I was crying. I was crying and totally inconsolable for like 30 minutes after. Okay? Yes, I received a grim reminder, okay? I was distraught. I was so upset. So that was my introduction to Attack on Titan, yes. So yes. Yeah. Also, but it was very good, okay? The first season of Attack on Titan was very good. And then season 2 came around. I watched the first episode of season 2. Once again, I was just in tears and I was so upset at the end of the second episode. I was so upset. I couldn't take it. And then I have not watched it since. But I did used to watch, read the manga though. I'm just not caught up. I'm not caught up. I'm like so far behind now. But yeah. Okay. What is next? Yes, we've done this one. Lord JXD has submitted Karakai Jozu no Takagi-san. Teasing Master Takagi-san. Sounds like this is my mother's words. Sounds like another romantic anime. But this occurs in real life also. Sometimes when someone likes another, they would rather tease the person instead of just admitting that they like them. I also like romantic anime and will watch this to see how Nishikata handles it in the end. My mother doesn't like this actually. Okay, she was talking about this. I remember many years ago she was talking to me about this, right? Because I was watching I believe I was watching an anime movie. I was watching some anime where the main character was a boy and admitted oh yeah, I like this girl a lot, but I just tease her because I like her. Okay? And my mother was like, oh, I hate that! Why don't you just be honest and admit your feelings rather than tease the person? So my mother actually hates that behavior. I remember that. Okay, we have done this one. Ben has submitted Space Pirates Captain Harlock. My mother's comments are: I like action and futuristic stories like this and would definitely watch it. Wait, can I read this? Okay. I was like, wait, is this gonna get political? My mother said. Okay. I like action and futuristic stories like this and would definitely watch it. I tend to think this is the direction that our world is headed in, or is already to an extent. Machines taking over, laziness, and people being lulled into a false sense of reality or security. Scary to think that this fictional story could become real. Okay. Oshiro has submitted No Game, No Life. I also really like this anime, okay? I really liked No Game, No Life. A guy and his sister travel in another world, beat God at chess, and make the earth explode to lose a flip coin with an enemy girl. I loved No Game, No Life. Okay, I loved No Game, No Life. Yeah, there was never a second season. Okay. My mother's comments on this. My mother's comments are: for No Game, No Life. Scary title. can't get any clearer than that. I would watch this. It certainly has my attention. Why is the title scary? No game, no life. Maybe it's like she thinks it's like Sword Art Online where you die in a game. Like you don't play games, you die or something. Or maybe it's like Squid Game or something. She thinks it's like Squid Game. Okay, ASAM has submitted Saint Seiya, Knights of the Zodiac. It is about 6 young men who wear armor related to their zodiac sign and have powers which are named after them. Okay, my mother, by the way, is a Taurus. Never heard of this one, but it sounds very interesting, especially to see what zodiac signs they represent and the powers associated with them. I wonder what powers Taurus would have in this anime. This next one. Sylph Shepherd has submitted Log Horizon. My mother's comment on Log Horizon. This reminds me in some ways of Sword Art Online, which I think is a good anime. So I would be interested in seeing this. Prince of Denmark has submitted Anohana, the flower we saw that day. Somebody did submit .hack. It's not until like a little later on, but somebody did submit .hack. Okay, Anohana. I like different anime plots, including ones that are moving, sad, and thought-provoking, and this one is no different. I want to check this one out for sure. Okay, Dova Cake has. Okay, I actually didn't cry at Anohana. Like, it was sad, but it wasn't that sad. Okay, Dova Cake has submitted Kaiji, Ultimate Survivor. My mother's comment for Kaiji is... Based on the plot, the title definitely describes the kind of character it is. Sometimes the plots in an anime reflect real life. I would be interested in seeing this. It sounds like a good one. Sometimes, when you hit rock bottom, the only way to look is up. John Kinney Reyes has submitted Castlevania. I've heard of this anime, and based on your description of the plot, it sounds like a good one to get into. The 3 heroes should prove to be an interesting group, especially the son taking a stand against his father, which must be very hard for him to do emotionally. I also have never seen... I've never seen, Castlevania. JV has submitted Senki Zesho Sinful Gear. Ashwin Nair, thank you! Thank you for the super chat! Mama Suzu, do you also take bribes like your daughter? I'd like to change your opinion on Sword Art Online. Okay. Okay, JVS submitted Senki Zesho Sinful Gear. My mother says, never heard of this one, but I believe you when you say it's awesome. I'm interested in the storyline and fight scenes since a touch from these beings is destructive. I would love to see how Hibiki avenges Kanade in his attempts to win Tsubasa's friendship or her heart instead. No, my mother does not take bribes. Okay. No, my mother does not take bribes. No. We're not going down that rabbit hole. Okay. Next one. It's another Code Geass. Blazing Legend EX. Code Geass. My mother says, this is a previous submission. As in, the anime was submitted before. But she just copied and pasted she just copied and pasted her comments from the first Code Geass submission. She did not do it over again. Her comments were, I like anime with good fighting, futuristic plots, militarized forces, and bad guys getting their due, as well as the conquered people standing up to fight for their freedom and homeland. And this sounds like a good one. Okay. Prince of Denmark has submitted Lovely Complex. I like romantic comedies also. It does sound appealing. Would love to see how these two opposites attract. Good shows don't always have to be violent to be worthy of watching. That's what my mother says. Kai has submitted Fruits Basket. My mother has commented. She says, I haven't seen this show in a very long time, and yes, it is another good one. My daughter Charlotte is the one who started me watching it, since she has just about all of the mangas. It is true. I have the entire Fruits Basket manga collection. I love Fruits Basket. It's like one of the first manga that I read in full. Yeah, I love Fruits Basket. I am Team Cat. I have always been Team Cat, okay? Dola Cake, thank you for the super chat. No bribes. No bribes. No bribes. Monkasaur Tompi. Why? 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 Rin, a 10-year-old orphan, fall in love with her new teacher, Mr. Aoki, 20 years old. An impossible love story, totally safe to watch. Please don't call the FBI. I was debating whether or not to send this to my mother. Also, there's something in my eye. Like my eyelashes poked me in the eye. I was debating whether or not to send this one to my mother. Okay, give me a minute. Okay. I was debating whether or not to send this to my mother, but I was like, you know what? I'll just send it. If it's not like the third repeat of like the same show, I'll send it. My mother's comments on Kodomo no Jikan. Wow! A 10-year-old in love with a 20-year-old? Never heard of this one. That alone would make me want to watch, just to see how this would be handled by the adult. But not all love is romantic. Why did you guys do this? Why did you guys bait my mother into this? Why? Okay. Okay, moving on from that. Kirigaya Kanbara has submitted orange. Okay. Description is, the summary is, Naho Takamiya one day receives a letter from herself 10 years in the future. She is told to watch over a new transfer student, Kakeru Naruse, as he will not be with them in the future and hold many regrets and wishes to fix her mistakes. My mother's comments. Wow, this sounds like a sad one to watch, but these types can turn out to be the best ones. George has submitted the daily lives of high school boys. Okay. My mother says, sounds like fun with lots of mischief. Education isn't just limited to books or the classroom. This may have a lot to teach a person about life in general. From anime? Okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. From anime. You can learn stuff from anime. Bebis Man has submitted a place farther than the universe. 4 girls learn the meaning of friendship, believing in yourself, and determination against impossible odds as they fight to visit the mysterious land of Antarctica. Near guaranteed to make you cry every single episode. That is the description. My mother's comments. Some of the saddest anime are the best ones, especially if it takes hold of your heart and changes it for the better. Zoro has submitted One Piece. One Piece is a story about a boy named Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates and goes on adventures with his crew. My mother says, I have heard of this one being one of the best shows to watch, and usually shows with boys and pirates tend to be action-packed and good. Noodle CDS submits Girls und Panzer. High school girls fight in World War II era tanks because apparently it makes them better women. No, that's actually the plot and it's considered a sport in the show even. Wow! Girls fighting in World War II tanks to become better women. Or to become women. Had to think about this one for a while. But because this is the actual plot, it has me interested. I have learned over time that the strangest storylines make for an interesting show. And there's always something to learn from them. I did not forward this one to my mother. My mother would not know what Subarashi means, okay? Kai J. Maiden Abyss is an amazing show. Why is this your description? I did not forward this one to my mother. She's not gonna know what Subarashi means. So no. There's no review for that one. Okay. Please make it so that my mother will understand, okay? She's not gonna know what Subarashi means, okay? Jeez. That was my executive decision, okay? I submitted your other weird choices, but no. No. Okay. No name. Submitted Diebuster. Cute girls use giant robots to fight space monsters. My mother's comments. Fair is fair. If guys can use robots to fight monsters in some shows, then why not the girls? Never heard of this anime, but I like the sound of it. Okay, I did not submit this one because we had like 5 Madoka submissions. Did not submit that one. And the mother would just copy and paste it anyway, so yeah. Okay, I did submit this one. Dashling 6 have submitted The Duke of Death and His Maid. The title of this anime alone pretty much summed it up before I even read the storyline. Definitely sounds like a tearjerker, and tearjerker, and I have no problem with that. Who hasn't been hurt by love in some way? Lonely, but not alone. At the same time, that is not a good feeling or thing to deal with. I would definitely watch this one and root for the Duke to break the curse. Okay, Eins submitted Eurocamp. And this was already submitted, so my mother just copied and pasted it. This one sounds like an all-girl group meeting with other campers and getting into fun things as well as mischief. Yeah. She just copied and pasted her response from the first Eurocamp submission. My guy, please. Please. Extra cold. I very much enjoyed your line, April. But please, please, be mindful of other people's time. Please. Please. I respect your passion for the show, but please sum it up in like 5 lines or less. If we do this again, please. 5 lines or less. Okay? Against my better judgment, I submitted this to my mother because I was gonna exclude this because I'm like, nobody has time for this. I was gonna exclude this, but I'm like, you know what? Let my mother make the decision whether or not she wants to read through this thing. And at first, she was like, I ain't reading through all that. I ain't reading all that. And I was like, okay, if you want to read through it, then fine. Don't read through it. Anything you don't want to reply to, you don't want to read, whatever, just skip it. But she ended up writing a 1-line comment. Her 1-line comment is, "There's nothing I can add to your plot summary because you have said it all." That is my mother's comment on that one. Okay. Umaru has submitted Digimon Adventure. A group of young teens is unexpectedly sent to the mysterious digital world and paired up with their own powerful morphing monster called the Digimon. Together, the entire group set out on an adventure to fight evil and save the world. Dove the Cake, thank you! Thank you for the super chat, Dove the Cake! My mother comments. I used to watch Digimon with Charlotte when she was younger. It reminded me of Pokemon at the time. I haven't seen it in a very long time, but it was alright then. Ark also submitted Girls Unpanzer and she just copied and pasted her previous response, which was like, wow, girls fighting in World War II tanks. To become women, or better women, I had to think about this one for a while. So yeah, she just copied and pasted her response. Okay, I'll hydrate now. But the next one is Frowning Mirror. Okay, let me hydrate. Okay. Yeah, Frowning Mirror. Yokohama Kaidashi Kiko. You've never heard of this. Yokohama shopping trip log is about humanity in the middle of its twilight years after environmental disasters has put civilization on the decline. An android makes breakfast every morning in some of the best and last hand-drawn animation as the world ends quietly. In some of the best and last hand-drawn animation as the world ends quietly. The OVAs are very short and relaxing, although it's slightly somber. You'll feel a sense of appreciation for life. Based on your description of the plot, I believe it does make a person feel a sense of appreciation for life. This anime sounds very sad and thought-provoking, but worth watching just because it may be offering a true glimpse of the future. Okay, Pointless Speculations has submitted Kengan Ashura. My mother's comments. I would not be surprised if this sort of thing is happening somewhere in the world right now, with all the corporate greed and the prideful attitudes to put it nicely. That being said, this sounds worth the watch just to get an idea of how brutal some people can become over money, and having the good guys kick butt because of it. She actually used the word butt in this one. She actually used the word butt here. No Name has submitted Death Note. Guy with a deadly notebook has a grudge against Alphabet, especially letter L. This is why there are a few people who submitted Death Note. This is why I submitted this particular submission because of the summary. My mother's comments. Definitely heard about this one a long time ago, and this is one heck of a plot to come up with. Writing a name in a notebook that has the power to kill. She absolutely googled that. I told her, well, the intention is for you to just to just go based off of the name in the description and not look it up. But either she already knew the plot of Death Note, or she googled it. But no, she did say that she heard about it. So she okay, she might not have googled it. She might not have googled it. Because she did say she heard about it, so maybe she also heard the plot. Writing a name in a notebook that has the power to kill. Suspenseful, scary, and they feel sorry for the victims, unless they're evil. But still, to have such a power is mind-blowing. But yeah, Death Note is very good. A lot of people submitted Death Note. Sound Guy Jessup has submitted Angel Cop. Kenny Reyes, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know. She's never actually watched Death Note. She's only heard about it. Okay. Angel Cop. Angel is the newest member of a task force. A task force created to combat a terrorist organization. But slowly, she discovered a larger conspiracy with her own organization. Within her own organization, and a mysterious group of superpowered people who have been wiping out the terrorists. My mother's comments. Based on the plot, I guess it would be hard to remain or to be a good cop when surrounded by corruption. But to have a secret group with powers to take out the bad guys can be a good thing unless they turn on you. This ought to be a good watch, just to see what happens with the secret group and Angel. Okay, Ashwin Nair has submitted Durara. Okay, my mother comments, your review, in quotation marks, your review of this show is better than mine would be based on your description. Love the way you did it. And since you've seen it and I have not, who am I to not believe what you say? Nothing wrong with the recommendation at all. And thanks, real smart approach to it. Okay. Okay, I did not submit this one. Because you told me, delete the second one. But then, I believe your, second one was, your third one was, something that people already submitted, so... I believe it was just a copy and paste. Ruka! Yeah, this is also repeat. I did not submit this one because this is the third or fourth Girls on Panzer. And this is the second or third a place further in the universe, so my mother just copied and pasted it. Also Death Note. Except my mother copied and pasted her Death Note comments. But she added an additional line. Suspenseful and scary, and I feel sorry for the victims unless they're evil, but still, to have such power is mind-blowing. You know what they say about absolute power. Ashwin Nair, thank you for the super chat. So yeah, my mother just copied and pasted it, but then added that last line. Okay. Nathan has submitted One Punch Man. So yeah, the last 5 of these sequences were repeats. I did not submit them. Or I submitted them and my mother was like, hey, this is a repeat. So she just copied and pasted it. Her previous response, so it's nothing new. Nathan has submitted One Punch Man. To summarize in 20 words or less, he beats them in one punch. Man, plus he's bald. My mother comments, I like your mini summary in 20 words or less. It's funny, direct, and to the point. Since Saitama is bald, I guess he felt he had to make up for that also. I have heard of this anime, and it's said to be one of the best ones. Sounds like a character to root for all the way. What? He has to make up for being bald. What? Okay. Meroko has submitted Golden Time. I loved Golden Time when it was airing. I watched it as it was coming out. I really enjoyed Golden Time. Okay, this is the summary. Due to a tragic accident, Bonritada is stuck with amnesia, dissolving the memories of his hometown and past. But just as he's beginning to adjust to his college life, the beautiful Koko Kaga dramatically barges into Bonri's life, and their chance meeting marks the beginning of an unforgettable year. My mother says, sounds sad, touching, romantic, and worth watching. I like this sort of anime, among other genres, so this should be good for the soul. Haruma Kawagoe has submitted Chokoto Sister. Haruma Kawagoe is an only child. A long time ago, at Christmas time, his mother miscarried the child that would have been his baby sister. That night, young Haruma knelt down, and offered up an earnest prayer. Please make my mother well again. Please let me have a little sister. Years passed, and Haruma has nearly forgotten his prayer, but Santa hasn't. One Christmas, when Haruma is least expecting it, he gets an unusual present. His sister, a sweet platonic brosis anime. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. I've never seen it before. I don't think I've heard of it. But that sounds nice. My mother comments, wow, I like stories that touch the heart. It sounds happy and sad at the same time. This one sounds like a winner. Wait, is it that? Also, my mother just copied and pasted it here. Since this is a repeat, somebody already submitted Kaiji. Wait, really? Is it bad? Wait, let me Google it. Wait. I don't see anything too problematic in the images. Is it really bad? Okay, anyways. Yeah, my mother was like, I already reviewed this. Okay, my mother has reviewed K-On! 5 cute girls sit around eating cakes and tea and sometimes play music. Accurate. Okay. My mother says, you Usually when a group of girls / good friends get together, it's either for music, food, adventurous trips, or they have superpowers. Nothing wrong with this plot because it usually means that the show will be bubbly and fun with some type of drama to it later. Gabriel dropout. My mother comments. Oh, the summary. Let me read the summary first. An angel falls from heaven and becomes a very stereotypical high school student who does zero schoolwork, pounds back energy drinks, and plays League of Legends until 3 a.m. Another angel tries to fix her mistakes, and a demon girl is borderline bullied by the two for being bad at being Satan. Okay, my mother comments. This made me laugh at the fact that the angel does zero schoolwork and drinks a lot of energy drinks. Does my mother know what League of Legends is? If she does nothing or hardly anything, then why does she need energy drinks? Sounds like a silly, fun show, at least for now. Okay, Salia. Salia submitted. Horizon in the middle of nowhere. My mother comments. Sounds apocalyptic, since it involves the Bible, but never good when some use it / abuse it to gain the upper hand on others to the point of subjugation. I like stories when the downtrodden gain the will and strength to fight back and win. Salia, why did you want this to be deleted? Okay. Ivan2249 has submitted Gothic. Antisocial girl and the son of a soldier solve mysteries. My mother comments. Based on the summary, it seems that two opposites are put together to solve problems others cannot. Never heard of this anime, but if a soldier is involved, it usually means that the mysteries run deep and are real, and some sort of wrong has occurred, and it's up to them to reveal the truth. Sounds like a good anime. Squeeze Sun Tomo has submitted Persona 5 the animation, a group of teenagers with magical powers under the guidance of an anthropomorphic cat. Go inside people's hearts to save them, to save society from itself. My mother says, the first thing I thought about was Sailor Moon. How could I not? Anyway, I like the different plot twist. Going inside people's hearts to save society should be a good one. There we have it. Persona 5 is like Sailor Moon. Jamala submitted Code Geass, but my mother just copied and pasted her response. So yeah. I'm sorry. Because, you were, maybe the 5th person to submit Code Geass. I'm sorry. Andy Oddman has submitted Kuni desu ga nanika? A high school dies. The high school dies. Okay. high school dies and is reborn in the fantasy world as a spider with magic powers. My mother says, wow, this is different. Never heard of this one. Read, a student dying and is reborn as a magical spider in a fantasy world. Nevertheless, just because it's different doesn't mean it's bad. Makes me curious to check it out. Did I not submit this one? Well, I didn't submit this one, it seems like. Cowboy Bebop, Bounty Hunters in Space. Maybe it was like low effort. I didn't forward this one to my mother. I don't see it here. Well, besides, she already knows about Cowboy Bebop. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's like low effort. Well, rip to that person. Liam has submitted JoJo. Despite this being a repeat, she actually like put in like a new comment for this. Liam has submitted JoJo. A bunch of guys named JoJo go on bizarre adventures. Kinda in the title, I guess. JV, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Taking off to go to bed, but big thanks to Mama Zoo for being a good sport with this. Thank you. Thank you, JV. Have a good night. Okay, my mother's put. This has been out for a long time and it's very popular. I haven't seen it in a long time, but yes, it's good. Ah, okay, that was not a new comment. She just copied and pasted her old comment. Oh well. Sneeze. Wait. Okay. Right, the sneeze did not come out. I felt the sensation of the sneeze coming out. Okay. Celestial Method. It's about little kids, and they wish for a giant blue plate. And a blue-haired girl comes out, and they do wholesome kid stuff IDK. My mother says, L capital O, capital L. I like your description of it, especially the IDK. You make it sound fun. Usually anime with little kids can go either way, the light happy way or the dark sad way. But this sounds like it may be both, or in short, danger and excitement together. Since little kids are involved, this should be good. What? Wait, what? kind of a strange comment there for me. It was okay. Right? Don't take it out of context there. Kind of strange, okay? Okay, Dova Cake submitted Baki, but my mother just copied and pasted her previous response. Oh boy. Oh boy. Teen Matsuri has submitted Orehimo. The description says, Kyosuke Kosaka, a normal 17-year-old high school student, has not gotten along with his younger sister Kirino in years. My mother's description. My mother's response to this is for longer than he can remember, Kirino has ignored his comings and goings and looked at him with spurning eyes. It seemed as if the relationship between Kyosuke and his sister, now 14, would continue this way forever. But it turns out Kirino is actually a huge nerd and they fall in love with each other. but incest is wrong, so Kyosuke tries dating one of her best friends. But in the end, they didn't work out, so he gets married. And my mother says, in response to this, wow, ... I wouldn't be surprised if this had all sorts of controversy come with it. Hard for me to positively comment here, not gonna lie. Okay. Okay. Hard to positively comment here. Not gonna lie about it. Yeah, this is too lewd, okay? Please, no. No lewd. Okay, no lewd descriptions, okay? I did not submit this. Okay, no thank you. No thank you. I did not submit that to my mother. I did not forward that. Okay! Ken Smith has submitted. Dot hack sign. My mother says, in response to this, this reminds me of Sword Art Online in OA, which is a good anime. And since there seems to be parallels to both, and after reading the summary review, I know this should be a good anime as well. I guess now there are any anime that deals with video games, online games, is now Sword Art Online. Every anime that deals with online games is Sword Art Online now. Geronimo has submitted bartender. Okay, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. For people who are leaving, thank you. Thank you. And hello, people just tuning in. Okay. Geronimo has submitted bartender. My mother says, who knew that a bartender who makes the best drinks in the world could give strangers direction and good advice, at least in anime? I know it sometimes works in the real world, but even the smallest pebble dropped in a pond can make big ripples. I'm all for it. Okay, Geronimo has also submitted big ripples. Ripples in the, like, a small pebble dropping into the pond makes big ripples. Okay, Geronimo has also submitted Bakano. My mother says, your plot summary sounds great. Nothing more to add except to say that this should be a really good watch. Okay. Somebody has submitted. Dumbbell non-kilo. Moteru, or how heavy are the dumbbells that you lift? My mother says this should get a ton of laughs, a ton of laughs and a ton of views. That's all she had to say about it. Okay, somebody else is... Darko submitted Higurashi no Naku Koro ni. But my mother has submitted... like somebody earlier submitted this, but she has written a new comment. My mother says about Higurashi. Not a festival I want to attend, even if it's to appease a god, and with deaths and disappearances occurring. But I do like the storyline. I like most genres of anime, but it seems the best stories are the ones involving some form of death, destruction, mystery, and resistance. Splatterpunk has submitted the Super Dimension Fortress Macross. Basically, aliens come to the Earth and humanity fights the alien using fighter planes that can transform into bipedal mechs. There's also a love triangle somewhere in there too. My mother says, I like your description of the anime, clear and to the point. That said, I like romance thrown in the middle of chaos also, so this ought to be a good one. No, nobody submits School Days. Not that I can recall. I high-key really like School Days. I like School Days, okay? Ashwin Nair, thank you for the super chat. No, I don't think so. No, unless the summary is like super short. I only want to read the summaries if my mother actually reviewed them, and if they're like kind of short. Like this one. This one's short. Octorock Hero, Premiere. A cocky firefighter uses mechs and gadgets to battle a group of terrorists that can control fire. But soon as he learns the truth that force him to change his views and what he fights for. But soon he learns the truth that force him to change his views and what he fights for. There we go. Okay, my mother says, sometimes starting off on the wrong foot in anime is not a bad thing because something always happens to make a person realize that he/she had been wrong all along, and it usually makes the anime even better and worth your time. Okay. Body has submitted Shinmai Mao no Testament. The MC gets a new hot stepsister that happens to be the daughter of a demon king, and they fight evil and get uncomfortably close. Isn't this like maybe the Japanese title of Testament of Sister New Devil? Is that what this is called? In English? Okay. My mother says, oh no. ... Uncomfortably close. But they're related by marriage and not blood. But they fight ... But they fight evil together. ... But they're step-siblings. ... There are some lines you just can't cross. I would have to watch to see the results of this. Oh no. I was gonna throw this out. Just please. I was gonna throw this out. just because you call yourself Husband Ian. I was gonna throw this out. Like, I was literally so tempted to throw this out. To not forward this to my mother. But I did. I was like, okay, I'll let my mother make the decision. So Ian has submitted the helpful Fox Senko-san. My mother says, hello, and Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. Okay, my mother says, hello, and Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. I am into all sorts of anime, with action, suspense, comedy, to name a few. But good, deep romantic stories I really do like, especially the kind that is heartfelt and hits close to home. Your description of it is enough to sell me on it. Who doesn't like a good love story and want to feel good also? But there's tons of anime to choose from. Wish I could watch them all. And I do like variety, but I can't turn down a good love story. Thanks for letting me know about it. Okay. Genji has submitted Naruto. My mother says, I know this one is extremely popular, and I've heard of it. It has been out for a long time. I believe Charlotte has read the manga as well as many others. I have never read Naruto! I have seen a grand total of like 2 episodes of Naruto! What? But all I've heard that this one is great. But all I have heard of this one is great reviews. I don't have any reason to object to it. What? I don't read Naruto? What? I've watched a grand total of 2 episodes. I don't know anything about Naruto. No, I was never into Naruto. I watched 2 episodes and that's it. Okay, Michael Thornton has submitted Kiki's delivery service. My mother says, true to life, as well as in anime, sometimes when you doubt yourself, you tend to lose your powers, or the things that make you, you. And sometimes you have to fight like heck just to get it back. She actually wrote heck. That was not me censoring her words. Okay, she actually wrote the word heck, fight like heck, just to get it back. This sounds like a good story with a good lesson. Never doubt yourself. Read what you can do with what you have and can become. Okay, Nema has submitted Planetarian, the Reverie of a Little Planet. At first I was like, I saw this and I was like, wait a minute, this is anime review. Because I did play the original visual novel many years ago. Okay? I played the visual novel before there was an anime of it. But then I remembered, oh wait, yeah, they did make this into an anime. I didn't watch the anime, but I played the original game. Okay. My mother says, futuristic movies / shows are fascinating to me because life for humans is supposed to be so advanced and trouble-free due to technology that it should alleviate almost any problem that may occur, but sadly, that is not and may never be the case in real life or imagined. This anime is a good representation of this. this to my mother. Reinhardt's Doda. I forwarded this to my mother. Banished from the heroes' party, I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. Kinda new type to me, since the MC not to choose the hero path, but as NPC live. My mother has written nothing for this. Literally nothing. Did she miss it? Did she have no comments? I did forward this to her, but she's put literally nothing. So, okay. Buccaneer submitted no game no life, but we already did this. So she just copied and pasted her response. Same thing with Naruto. We already did this. Copied and pasted the response. We already did this as well, Triscarbo. But then I was like, this is like the third or fourth place further than the universe, so I did not forward this to my mother. Okay, this is the next one. Okay. Judge Crumble. Katana Gatari. Yeah, because like a lot of the ones in the back happen to be repeats. So I'm like, yeah, let's be mindful of people's times. Let's be mindful of people's times. So I'm not gonna submit like the 12th Death Note submission. Not gonna read super long ones on super long descriptions on stream. Don't make me read, okay? Have we not learned from the Final Fantasy 14 streams? Don't make me read, okay? Yes, be mindful of people's times. Be mindful of people's time. Not trying to exclude people, but be mindful of people's time. I think if we do this again, because my mother did say that she was willing to do this again. But yeah, I think I will have this like a rule that says please, like in 5 sentences or less, or like maybe like less than 100 words or something like that. Put in your description. This is fine though. I'm not calling this person out. This length is fine. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna like read everybody's on stream, especially if they're repeats. I'm sorry. Please be also not only be mindful of my mother's time, also be mindful of my time. Okay. Josh Reviews Incorporated. Thank you for the super chat. Hi, little sis. Happy to see you. And my favorite enemy is Toraburu. Okay, but we're not doing any more anime reviews right now. The submission was 3 days ago, so yeah. But my mother did say that she was willing to do this again. But I'll talk about that after we get through with all of this. Okay. Judge Grimble has submitted Katana Katari. My mother says this sort of anime is appealing to me. Read its action, romance, and drama. I like a mixture of genres as well as ones with a single focus. This one sounds good because it's a quest to find 12 magical swords. Now what happens when all 12 are found? I think this one's worth watching to find out. I did did not forward this one to my mother. Please, be mindful of my time! Be mindful of my mother's time! But it is, yeah, I did not forward this one to my mother. Okay, Triscarble has submitted. Kami-sama kiss. My mother says, based on your summary, this sounds romantic and fun. I enjoy various anime genres, but I'm a sucker for good romance and comedy. I have nothing bad to say about this at all. Besides, it is great for the young girl to have all that male attention. What? What? Okay. Triscarba had like a lot of submissions, and I think this is like the last one that I submitted. Because like I didn't want to like... Yeah, okay, yeah. I only took like 2 submissions from people. Rather, because some people submitted a lot, so I was like, no. Just 2. Just 2. So if you submitted after that, I don't think I forwarded it. But Triscarbo submits, rent a girlfriend. My mother says, I like funny romantic stories, and this certainly sounds like a good one. Reminds me of a movie I recently saw, except the girl hired a guy to act like the boyfriend, who dumped her to be with her family for the holidays. Okay, what movie is that? Okay. Homo Universalis has submitted Saint Young Men. Basically, Buddha and Jesus hang out. Simple, wholesome slice of life. My mother says, capital L, capital O, capital L. Jesus and Buddha hanging out. I like your direct, clear-cut summary. This ought to be fun to see. Okay, I did not submit it. Because we already had like 2 of your entries in there. So I did not submit this. Okay, next. We have Necrote Crestwith. Great teacher Onizuka. My mother says, wow, I wish this teacher, Eikichi Onizuka, was real. A lot of schools can use a teacher like him. This should be a good anime to watch just to see how the teacher solves problems. I'm impressed. Okay, Necrote Crestwith also submits Maison Ikoku. My mother has watched this because she is a big Inuyasha fan, so my mother has watched Maison Ikoku. My mother says, I saw this anime years ago. I've watched it too many times to count because I liked it that much. I know the plot and the crazy characters whose names match the numbers of their apartments. I really like the music also to this anime, and there's one song in particular I've been trying to find for a long time but can't. And it's not even on the music box CD. Yes, this is one of my favorites. Thanks for your summary. Okay, I did not submit this as well, because I only took like the first 2 submissions. I did not submit this as well, because I only took the first 2 submissions. This is the next one. freedom. Has submitted Shiki. My mother says, in all capital letters, LOL. And thank you for the summary. It was direct and to the point. I would watch this because I'm a fan of monster movies, among other genres. Although your description told me everything that happens, I would still watch it. Okay. I forwarded this, but my mother, because we already had a Digimon, she just copied and pasted the previous response. Okay. Pokemon has submitted Steins Gate. Have we already had a Steins Gate submission, but my mother appears to have? Yeah, my mother appears to have written a new comment. I know that I can't be the only one who'd want to go back in time if it were possible to correct mistakes, but of course, even that has a danger element to it. I like science fiction and futuristic shows, and this sounds like a good, complicated plot to get through. But alas, when you muck with time travel, nothing is as easy as you'd like it to be. With its twists and turns, this sounds like a good watch. Okay, we're coming down to the wire. Okay, yeah, this is like the 5th Madoka entry that we had, so I did not forward this. Buccaneer has submitted Goblin Slayer. Armored Guy, this is such a watered down. Okay, I've seen the first episode of Goblin Slayer, okay? This is such a watered down. Armored Guy hates goblins and thinks almost nothing but to kill goblins. Teams up with a healer, a dwarf, an elf with a bow, and a lizard guy to kill even more goblins. That's about it, I think. My mother says, in all capitals, LOL. I like the way you summarized it. And based on that funny description, I would definitely watch it. It's very brutal. It's so violent. Ben, thank you. Thank you, Ben, for Streamlabs tip. Mizan Ikoku is top tier stuff and yield to Mamazu's taste. Okay. I did not submit this. It is too memey, okay? It's too memey. Like, my mother does not really watch my channels. She's not gonna get this. Okay. Like, she watched, like a single stream of, like, Nene. And I think she might have watched maybe Reina or... I don't know, but I didn't submit this. It's too memey. I didn't submit this as like the millionth Code Geass response. So this should be the last one. Yeah, this is the last one. Okay. Some person with no name submitted Mobile Suits Gundam 00. My mother says, this must be from that Gundam Wing series that I've heard of but didn't have time to get into. But I do know that it is one of the most popular anime ever. I like futuristic shows with battle and resistance uprisings. And this one has all the elements needed to make it as good as I've heard. There are many futuristic shows. Many futuristic shows like this one, but not all are the same. Not all of them are the same. And this is one of the many that stand out. Thank you for your summary. Yes, this is Gundam Wing series. My mother didn't like the title at first, okay? Because it sounds like, this sounds like goddamn wing. Okay, that's what she used to make fun of the name. I was never into, giant robot mecha series. Only one I've enjoyed is Gurren Lagann. So yes. That is my mother's opinion. And you guys' anime submissions. And tiny here. Okay. Maybe that's better. Running mirror, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. If I had a second submission, it would have been Hunter x Hunter. I'm sorry, chat's hentai addiction failed your mother on recommendations. My mother has seen Hunter x Hunter. She likes it. My mother has seen Hunter x Hunter. My mother watched it subbed, right? And then she started checking out the episodes dubbed on Cartoon Network, on Toonami. And then she was like, I think the sub is better. I like the voices in the sub better. And I'm like, mother, please, let's not get into a sub versus dub debate. George, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Thanks, Mama Suzu. Good luck with the rest of SAO. Yes, my mother has seen Sword Art Online. So yeah, not Sword Art Online, Hunter x Hunter. So yes. Yeah, you're very late. We just finished up. So, my mother was like, oh yes, this is actually enjoyable. This is actually fun to do. And I'd be willing to do this again. I hope... Wait, let me see. What is the text? What does the text actually say? Zero Joker, thank you! Thank you for the Streamlabs tip. Thanks for taking the time to review the submissions, Mama Zoo. Go ahead and critique. I hope I have helped you with your fans. I hope you will get good feedback. Okay. That is what she said. She said that, I'd be willing to do this again. However, if I do this again... Miguel Lopez, yes! Yes, I did get to your submission. Wait, did I miss your super chat? Oh, no, that's not you. Let me see. The mini feed is like weird, so like I don't always get all the super chats loaded into the feed. I don't see it when I'm scrolling up here. Let me see if I can see it on YouTube. Yeah, the mini feed has been broken for like a couple of weeks now. It doesn't always show up. Terryjima, thank you! Thank you for the donation! Thank you for your time, Mama Zoo. Hope that you enjoy that wholesome anime Shinmai Mao no Testament. if you like it. I heard Yosuka no Sora is along the same vein when it comes to approaching sibling relationships. Nothing but good vibes. Please do not watch Yosuka no Sora. Please do not watch that. I know what that's about. I have seen it. Buccaneer, thank you! Thank you for the super chat, Buccaneer! Good job with the stream, Sharzu. Mamazu makes it through the first episode of Goblin Slayer. It's smooth sailing from there. Probably would enjoy it. Hey, let me see. Let me see if I can find the super chat. Yes, I have seen Yosuka no Sora. Yeah, I have. To my regret, I have seen Yosuka no Sora. Okay, here. I see it. In YouTube history, okay. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, Geronimo, thank you for the super chat. I just arrived a few minutes ago and I'm glad to see your mother actually praised the 2 anime series I put in the answers. Nice reviews, Sharzu. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the super chat, Geronimo. Okay. Yeah, so my mother was like, yeah, I'd be willing to do this again. But rather than you submitting anime, because again, like people like some of you guys have like really long descriptions, and I don't want to make my mother work. Okay? Instead, how about my mother judges your favorite anime characters based on appearance alone? So you submit your waifu or your husbando, right? And just based on their looks, my mother will judge them based on the looks alone and give her opinion of what kind of person this is. So that was something that I was thinking of. Yes, only from anime. That way, it's less work for you because you don't have to write anything. And also less work for my mother. Because she doesn't have to read anything. Okay, it doesn't have to be your waifu or your husbando. It doesn't have to be that. It should just be an anime character that you like. And you think might be funny. Nah, you don't have to do the images. You don't have to do images. I can look it up. Like, look up the images myself. You give me, like, the name of the anime and the name of the character. The name of the anime and the name of the character, I can go look for the images and pass them along to my mother myself. Okay, yeah, I'll allow video games. How many can we submit? Because it's easier this time, just 2 submissions max. 2 submissions max, okay? Because, like, even with writing, actual writing involved, we got over 100 submissions, so... Yeah, 2 submissions max. So when we do this, 2 submissions max, please. Okay, I'll allow 3. Because, as you can see, a lot of people put in the same anime. So that everybody has the chance to get, like, 2. So the way it'll work, you can submit up to 3. You can submit up to 3, but I will choose the first 2. Unless one of your first 2 has already been submitted by somebody earlier. Then I will go... So the 3 is the backup. Do you understand? The 3 is the backup. Get it? So you can submit 3. If all 3 have been chosen, then you're sheets out of luck. think I will have a free text field where you can link. So yeah, if you have a specific picture you want me to use, then yes, link to the photo, to the picture that you want me to use. If there's no link, then I'll go hunt for the photo by myself. Okay, so yeah, you have the option to choose. Again, it has to be like a link to the photo because we cannot do attachments in Google Forms because, as I found out, when setting up, I'm preparing for like the voice packs, like the personalized voice packs for people who've been members for more than 6 months. I tried to attach a photo. I tested out the form is finished, but I tried to like have like an area where, because I wanted people to like post a screenshot. I tried to like have like an image like upload field, and it kind of doxes your name, whatever name is attached to your Google account, which might be some people's real names. So yeah. So yeah, we cannot have images, Google images, unless you're all willing to make like a sock account just to submit this form. So yeah. Yeah, some people might like, it's not like I'm gonna like tell everybody, hey, this is Miguel Lopez's real name is Miguel Lopez. What? No way. I'm not gonna tell anybody, but you might. You know, some people might not want me to know either. You know, you might not trust me with that information. So yeah. So yeah, when you fill out a Google Forms, when you fill out a form to and attach an image, Google will tack onto the file name whatever name is associated with your Google account, which might be some people's real names. So right now, the form that we used for this, I don't see anybody's real names. I don't see your email addresses. So even if you use your like personal Google account that has your real name attached to it, I don't see that. I don't see your personal information at all. I can only see what you've typed in personally, manually, into the form. So it's safe to use your personal Google account on the Google Forms, except for when you upload an image to the form. That's when Google renames the file name to include your name, whatever name is attached to the Google form, to the Google account that's filling out the form. So yeah, this stream idea, if I do it, it won't happen until January? Let me look up the schedule. Yeah, I don't want to bother my mother again so soon. So, yeah. Yeah, it's not until January. So I'll do it again in January. So not anytime soon, so it's not gonna be until like 3 weeks out, okay? So if I do this, it won't be until like 3 weeks out. Oh, sorry. Seem to have missed a donut here. Necrote, Crest Swift. Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the stream, Char. Appreciate Mama's efforts too. Also, can you ask Mama's the name of the Maison Ikoku song she couldn't find? I'll ask her. Okay. My thumbnail is outdated. My mother now likes Sword Art Online. Can we use different variations of a character, like long-haired Nino, the next short-haired Nino? I'd rather you not. Like, just don't submit different versions of Nino, just submit Nino as a whole. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, thank you everybody for your submissions. Thank you. Thank you. I was thinking about putting Glory emo there. But I remembered because I was talking to my mother like last month. Oh yeah, she asked me what Sword Art Online was about and I told her and she was like, that sounds terrible. Why would anybody want to watch that? I don't want to watch that. Yeah, of course it can be male characters. Characters of any gender. Husbando, waifu, I don't care. Any gender. It could be an animal. It can be an animal. How about characters with semi-revealing outfits? Sure. Yes. No, not VTubers. No, don't want to go down that and be like, ah, this VTuber looks awful. Okay, and then I get flamed, okay? And I get flamed. And get all these hate messages from the fans of that VTuber. No VTubers, no. I only roast other kawaii members. I do not roast non-kawaii VTubers. Like, I don't even yet feel comfortable roasting like Gen 2. Okay, I'll roast my Gen mates, Gen 1 VTubers. But I won't, like, I'm still hesitant to roast like anybody in Gen 2. Because they might not get my sense of humor. They might, like, Charlotte Senpai is just so mean. I don't know her like that. Why is she calling me out like that? So yeah. So yeah, please do not submit... When they do this form, please do not submit VTubers. Anime characters or video game characters only. Okay, fictional anime characters or video game characters only. Where do we draw the line in terms of lewdness? Okay, can we not have like a hentai character? Let's not have that. Let's not have the character like completely naked, okay? It can be like a little skimpy outfit, but yeah. Yeah. Does Ishoku reviewers count as hentai? Wait, isn't that the anime that... I think that was the anime who's like... The English dub got cancelled or something because it was way too lewd? Where like the guy is like going around like having quality private time with like alien girls or something, and he like rates them. I think that's the show. And then like there was like supposed to be like an English dub, and then it got cancelled because what? This is way too lewd. Okay, Monster Girls. I will allow it as long as like there are no like there's like no nudity showing, okay? Because I will not tell my mother like the name of the anime or anything. Okay? I'll just show her the picture. Like, what do you think of this character based on what you see? What do you think? Okay? So that will be a stream coming up in January. Freak, thank you so much for the super chat. Tell me character. XD. No, you cannot submit me though. You cannot submit to me. Yes, but they really broke down the process for proper reviewing through critical thinking and hands-on experience. It's like National Geographic. Yeah, in January. I'll do this in January. Like in 3 or 4 weeks from now. Okay. So yes. So as I said, half of all the donations in the super chats from the stream will go to my mother, okay? So that will be like a Christmas present from the chat to my mother. Yeah, some money. Everybody could use some money for Christmas. Okay. Thank you everybody for submitting. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Yes. Okay. Tomorrow we have more Scarlet Nexus. Yes. So yeah, look forward to that. More Scarlet Nexus. The schedule for tomorrow. It's looking like it's 5 streams next week. Miguel Lopez, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. 5 streams next week. Teen Matsuri, thank you. Thank you for the super, not the super chat, but the Streamlabs donation. Thank you. Thanks, Sharzu Mama. Thank you. 5 streams next week. Maybe 6. But yeah, no stream on Monday definitely. May or may not stream on Wednesday, but I'll assume not. I'll assume not. Because it looks like perhaps Lua will have her 10k celebration, and I do not want to overlap that. Okay, because hers is scheduled for like 1 hour after my usual stream time. So I don't want to overlap that. You cannot submit anymore! The stream is over! You cannot submit! The deadline was Wednesday. It is too late to submit. Yes. So tomorrow we have Scarlet Nexus. No stream on Monday. Tuesday we have members only stream. We have our first testing, trying out of the ASMR microphone that we bought. I've received it. It is here in my possession. It is not hooked up yet, but we will be testing out our ASMR microphone. That's on Tuesday. No stream on Wednesday, because if I streamed on Wednesday, it would overlap with Lua's celebration stream, and I tried to not overlap. On people's like celebration streams. Then on Thursday we have Marshmallow Q&A. On Christmas Eve we have part 2 of Super Seducer. And then on Christmas Day Saturday, these Western times, we have Charzul Log. Oh, what is that? On Christmas Day, we have Charzul Log. Okay. Yes. It is a play on Yule Log. The Yule Log. Charzul Log. Okay, that is Christmas Day. Charzul Log. Okay, that is next week. Hope to see you all there. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you. Thank you. Ah. Sorry. I just realized the notification sounds were off. Okay. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for submitting. Thank you. See you tomorrow for more Scarlet Nexus. With that, I wish you a good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening,